Hey, what's up? It's Marcus, and if you haven't been watching, then where have you been living? If you don't know, then where have you been living? It's NCAA tournament time. It's March Madness, baby. It's March Madness, and it's played out like it has, Big upsets, big upsets. Like I'm talking about up there. I guess the first one that we'll get to, is Florida getting beat. Oh yes. Who Florida? Who Florida get beat by? Triple class should know this off the top of my head. BYU, yes, it's a double overtime game. BYU comes out, key 3 pointers at the end of the game is what sealed the deal for them. BYU is in that thing, and they play Kansas State. They play Kansas State, the number 2 seed out of the Big 12. They play them, and they play them in the second round. Let me tell you they should not win that game. Kansas State should take that easy route into the Sweet 16. They're gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Along with some other teams. I'm not gonna tell you my bracket because there's no reason to. Just I want to let y'all know off the bat. Kentucky's not in my Final Four. That's all I'm gonna tell you. They're not in my Final Four. All right. Other big upsets: Notre Dame and Old Dominion. This probably fucked up a lot of brackets because Notre Dame lost. Yes, that good old Big Ten school for basketball at least is out of there. They are out. Old Dominion roused their efforts. First, bye bye. Georgetown, yes, the Big O off the Notre Dame thing. The Big East had a tough day today. They had a tough day. They were 1-3. Boy, it was tough for them. Let me tell you, the only team that came out a winner to that of the Big East was Villanova. They beat I think Robert Madison. I think it's Robert Madison by 73-70 in overtime. It's just they just came out on top. Scotty Reynolds was struggling, but he had a clutch three, and boy, he sent in a victory. But Georgetown got beat on by who beat on? I don't know why I'm not remembering these. This is my fault. Georgetown got beat by. Find this game real quick. So I should know this off the top. Georgetown got beat by the Ohio. By Ohio. They got beat by Ohio. That's just one. Marquette loses a big one. They lost a big one. Nail biter. They lost a nail biter. Don't think I didn't watch these games because I really did. May have woken up late, but I did catch the Marquette game. I caught that. That one was at Barn Burner. They lose to. They lost to. They lost to Washington, one of the 2 teams out of the Pac-10 that made it to the tourney. They got beat by them. Georgetown lost. Who was lost? Boy, there was. What was that? Who? Who was it? Who was lost? Oh, before I even forget, Vandy got ousted today too. Vandy got ousted. Vandy got ousted by Murray State. That was the one. Boy, this old boy from Murray State, fadeaway jumper, wets that thing. He wets it, nothing but nylon. Ends Vandy's run. They're out of it. They're out of that thing. They're out of that thing. And they play Butler, who beat UTEP. UTEP looked nice, came out strong, came out good the first half. The second half, though, a whole different story. They're out of there. And it's been upset mania. You got Northern Iowa. They won that game by a clutch drive to the basket. They won that thing. And to nobody's surprise, or it should be to nobody's surprise, Texas gets beat by Wake Forest by a jumper in overtime. Texas gets beat. They're out of the tournament. Thank the good Lord above, because they're not that good. They can't shoot free throws. They can't shoot. I mean, what can they do? They lost 7 of their last 9 games. I mean, really, let's really truly know why they were even the eighth seed. They should have been the ninth seed, maybe even the 10th. Baylor, Baylor scratches their way to a 9-point win. Now, don't let the score fool you. If you're going to look at the score, don't let the score fool you. Even though it was a 9-point win, it was only because of Sam Houston State's 4 straight turnovers, 4 straight. All right, don't let that whole 9-point game fool you. They should really, Sam Houston State really should have won that game. So they got lucky. They got lucky. Day two, hope it brings more surprises than day one. You got West Virginia playing Morgan. You got who else plays? Man, you got a lot of good games. You got Kentucky already played today. Kentucky plays Wake Forest. Now, I think Wake Forest could win that game. I think Texas might be able to it might be able to propel them over Kentucky just because it's Texas and they beat Texas. I don't think that Kentucky's that good going down the stretch that they might be a little too young to go up against even if to go up against Wake Forest, you know what I'm saying? I'd be too young. But still, you got some good games out there. You got some good games. You got Syracuse, the Orange. They play tomorrow. Who else plays tomorrow? Pretty much every other team that didn't play today plays tomorrow. There's some big games. Let me grab my schedule up here real quick. Some big games. Some big games. You got West Virginia playing Morgan State. It's a good one to watch. Cal and Louisville. That's another good one. Louisville's another Big East powerhouse. You got to watch that one to see if the Big East if they have anything else. Purdue and Siena. The only reason why I'm saying Purdue and Siena is I want to see how Purdue plays without Robert Hummel in the lineup in the actual tournament. See how they do. I got Oklahoma State and Georgia Tech, another tough Big 12 school. Tough Big 12 school. Got Gonzaga, Florida State. You know, if you want to watch Syracuse play, they play Vermont. They play Vermont. Okay, so if you want to watch them play, they play Vermont. Who else? What else is another good game to watch? Oh, um, you got Pittsburgh. They play Oakland. You know, they could be another upset in the making. Just it's Clemson plays Missouri, so it's looking like a pretty upset tournament. Is what it's looking like. You know what I'm saying? Oh, before I forget, San Diego State barely loses to they barely lose to Tennessee, the Volunteers. Barely lose to them. Tennessee makes it out to the second round, and they will go on to play. Who will they go on to play? They will go on to play Ohio. They will go on to play Ohio. Now I think that Ohio, if Ohio can carry their 3-point shooting over to the next game, they could make it to the Sweet 16. Could make it to the Sweet 16. Also, another good game to watch. No one's really looking out for them. But I'm pretty sure Michigan State did make it to the tournament. They made it to the tournament. They didn't make it. Let's see what other good games are there. No. Well, when Michigan State plays tomorrow, if they do play tomorrow, I think they do. I think they're in the tournament. Watch the Michigan State game. I got them doing some good stuff. Yeah, holla at me. I'm Marcus. I gotta sign off. You know what I'm saying? I gotta end it. But before I end it, I want to know your final four picks and your picks for the championship. All right. I want to see who you got going. See if there are any good picks, any surprises in there, and you know what I'm saying. Just tell me what you think about the tournament so far. Like, how do you feel the tourney is going? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? And tell me why. All right. Marcus, saying peace.